was just over talking to your gadget guy.
Yeah, he comes up with some of the greatest things. He has that Mission Zero Fest every year, 2-3 years running. But he's brought by, Matthew here has brought by some, GreenovationTV is his thing, but he's going to show us some real cool ways that you can get not only more green in your approach, but you can also save some cash, which is what we're talking about. Now, that's not just a cooler. There's much more to it. We'll go over there in a Fox E report coming up. Matt Grocoff is here, founder and host of GreenovationTV, and thank you for coming in. Always a pleasure to have you in. Now, oh, you want to say hi to the people? There you say.
Hi to the people.
I like what you do because you get green, you save people money, and it's just good for the environment. So you have a lot of ideas to beat the heat today. Talk about what you have, and where we're going to start with this giant house right here. Talk about what is that?
Yeah, well, this is actually a really cool little dollhouse that we borrowed from Warm Training Center. And now that Satan is in charge of our weather, we're all looking for ways that we can keep cool and stuff. So this is a really neat thing. When most people, what they do is when the weather starts getting warm, they just open up every window in their house.
Right.
But if it's 80 degrees outside, that's going to be the temperature inside your house. So what we can do is basically, instead of having all these windows open all over the place, we shut all the windows on the main floor. We open up one window in the basement. We put a little fan, either an attic fan or a big fan up in your bedroom, or even a $10 box fan in a window. And I'll blow the smoke in here, and you can see what happens. That warm air, this is 80-degree air, goes into the basement, cools off where it's a nice 60 degrees. It's colder than your air conditioning unit is. Right. That thing flows right up here. All the hot air gets sucked out the roof.
So the fan faces which way? The fan faces out?
The fan is blowing out. So you're just pulling, exhausting all that hot air out of the house, and then you're bringing that hot air into the basement. It cools off in the basement.
Cools off in the basement and flows through the house.
And then goes up to there. Now,
never would have thought of that.
When it starts getting really, really crazy hot, that's not going to be really effective. You're going to want to close all the windows and turn on the AC. But you don't want to be spending $250 a month on your AC bill. So there's these amazing things. Everybody tells you should go out and buy a programmable thermostat. Well, the problem with the programmable thermostats is that they were all dumb. Now the new thermostats, these are the new breed of smart thermostats. They know everything. They know when you're sleeping, they know when you're awake, they know when you're away, and they will program themselves and they'll learn from your behavior to optimize how cool you are. So, and you can operate these things from your smartphone. So the other day when we were over at the lake, we had it set up at at 80 degrees because we didn't need to be spending that energy or spending that money, and then we could just turn it on right from the car. We were just able to do it. So as soon as we got home, and then we can look at it and see exactly what the temperature is.
And these are from several different companies right here.
Yeah, this one's from Nest. These are the guys who were from Apple who created the iPod and the iPhone, and they left because they felt like they wanted to do something that really benefited people and were really fun to use. And this is a company called Ecobee, and they both have all kinds of really, really neat features on
Very nice. All right. Now this seems very simple to me, but this works?
This is the simplest thing. So, I mean, obviously, the best things you can do are, shave your head and get naked. At the end of the day, not everybody is good looking as you with a shaved head. And last time I walked around naked outside, we got in a little trouble with the authorities and the neighbors. So this is when you're really, really getting. This is when you really, really get desperate. Just something simple. That AC is out. The guy's not going to come for a few days. You fill up a cooler with some ice. You just get your regular fan, stick it on there, and then just like a regular air conditioning unit. So you can blow that in there. You can feel it coming across.
It's simple, but you feel the cool air immediately.
Yep. Yeah, it's blowing right across the ice, and it's basically doing the same thing that your AC does.
Hey, thanks for sharing some of those ideas with us today.
Absolutely.
People can find you elsewhere with lots more ideas. Where can they find you?
Yeah, you can find me at GreenovationTV. You can give us some tips on how you guys like to keep cool on Facebook. Find me there. And then there's another great program out from a nonprofit called BetterBuildingsForMichigan.org. And people can find out how to finance some of the improvements and things like that. So it's fantastic.
All right, Matt. Always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure. Thank you. Yeah.
All right. And once again, we'll put a link to that stuff on our website at myfoxdetroit.com. Ben, over to you.
Some cool ideas. All right, thanks, Lee. High temperatures, low rain totals.